Hey guys, Sak here from sakitech, and in today's video, what we have here is we have the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. In this video, we're going to unbox it, do some first impressions, look at the new features and the new changes of the Z Fold 7. So let's dive in and get started right away. So let's lift up the box and see what's inside, just like that. And there is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. That is going to be the blue shadow color. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. Let's get some light reflection over here. An absolutely gorgeous color. So let me put this aside, and I do want to mention that we do have two other colors. We have the silver shadow color and we have the black color, as you can see. And also on Samsung's website, we do have a exclusive mint color. Now within this box over here, there's another box. So when we unpack that one, we get the usual. We have the SIM ejector right over here. We have a USB Type-C cable. And of course, we have a quick user guide with terms and conditions. Okay, so that's what you get in the box. Let's put that to the side and focus our attention on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Let's do a full tour around the device. Guys, before we dive in real quick, if you are planning to buy the Galaxy Z Fold 7, use the exclusive links below for sakitech viewers to unlock some serious perks. First, you get a free $50 Samsung credit which activates when you click the link. Get up to $150 storage upgrade credit. You can use that to double your storage for free or get a huge discount on the 1TB model. Get up to $1,000 in trading credits for your old Samsung device. And also get 30% off on Galaxy watches and buds. These are limited time exclusive offers available through the link below. All right, so here we have it. And I'll let you know right away, guys. This thing is ultra thin. It's ultra lightweight. It is crazy what they've done with this thing. So let's see what's going on over here. Let me focus on the cameras really quickly. So we do have a triple camera system. This one over here is the main camera. That's going to be the 200 megapixel camera. That is the big upgrade. It goes from 50 to 200 megapixels. And over here, we have the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. And then if you look over here, we have the 10 megapixel telephoto camera capable of 3x optical zoom. So we do have a triple camera system. Now around the edges of the device, you can see we have the volume rocker. We have the side button, which is also the fingerprint sensor. Okay, you can see that. Beautiful matte finish all around. At the bottom, we have the USB Type-C. We have the speaker grill, and we have a couple of microphones over there. Okay, on the hinge side, let's see right here, we have that brand new ultra thin hinge. You can barely tell it is there. On the top, we have a bunch of microphones. We have another speaker grill, and we have the SIM tray right over here. So that's the tour around the device. Let's talk about the build quality. What we have here on the rear is we do have Gorilla Glass Victus 2. If I flip it over, the front screen is going to be Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2. Okay, so that's the difference. You have Victus 2 in the back, Ceramic 2 in the front, and of course the entire frame of the device, around the device, is advanced armor aluminum. So far we have seen some camera upgrades and we have seen some build quality and component upgrades. And of course we have gotten ourselves a super thin foldable. Now, just as a comparison, we have the Fold 6 from last year, and here's the Fold 7, and you can see huge difference in overall thinness, which is great. Now, here's just one more angle so you can tell the difference. That is crazy. All right, so let's power this thing on and see what's going on with all the specs, the displays, and much more. All right, so when you turn this on for the first time, this is what you get. This is the home screen, and I can tap on start. This is the setup screen for One UI 8.0. Now I do want to show you guys really quickly. I'm going to unfold this in a second, but I do want to bring in the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. I want you just to see how the display, the outer cover display, has gotten larger. So let me just agree to these guys real quick. Okay, tap on agree. And here we have the device setup screen, but you can see the difference. So this is a 6.3-inch display. This is a 6.5-inch display. It is now wider, as you can see. So just by having that wider display makes this phone much more usable. It now feels like a regular phone, and because it is thinner, when you handle it, it also feels like a regular smartphone. Anybody that wasn't happy with the narrow display on the Fold 6 and prior, now you're getting something much better, much more usable, okay? So I'm going to put that away. Let me set this up, unfold it. I'm going to be right back with the home screen. And again, as I'm setting this up, initially, I'm just loving the larger display. So much more easier to use. All right, so here we go. We are in the home screen. The phone is set up. I'm going to unfold it in a minute. But let me just go into the settings really quickly. I'm going to show you something cool. So about phone, software information, you can see it is running stock One UI 8 with Android 16, so that's fantastic. So let me go home over here and let's unfold this baby. Before I do that quickly, I want to talk about this camera here. Just remember, this camera is a 10 megapixel selfie camera. Alrighty? So let's unfold it. And when you unfold it, you're going to see something new. You are going to see another punch hole camera in here. This is also a 10 megapixel camera, but it does have a slightly wider viewing angle, so you can capture more things when you're using it as a selfie camera, so that's great. But here is the Fold unfolded. So let's look at some of the specs over here. I'm going to go to my settings, and I'm going to go over to my display. And again, this is a larger inner display compared to the Fold 6 from last year and all the other foldables before that. This is now an 8-inch display, which is larger, more tablet-like. It does have a peak brightness of 2600 nits. It's got 120 hertz refresh rate. You can see we have the motion smoothness here. I can go to 60 or 120 adaptive, which is great. That's the way I like it. I'm going to go back over here. Like I mentioned, the brightness can go all the way up to 2600 nits. Okay, so it gets very bright, very easy to see outdoors. No problem with that. We have all the standard features. We have the eye comfort shield, the adaptive color tone. We have the screen mode selection, so you can customize all this stuff based on your needs. And you can see we have all the standard display features as you would expect. Now you can also see we have something known as the aspect ratio. So when I go inside here, I can actually set the aspect ratio for each application based on my needs. Looks like most of these are default or full screen, okay? But you can make it look like this if you want. It's going to be up to you. I prefer full screen myself, or the app default, whatever that may be, alrighty? But you have the option to pick from 3 different aspect ratios. So that is the inner display. The outer display also is 2600 nits, 120 hertz, and all that good stuff. One more thing I want to talk about is if I go down over here to the device care, okay, let's look at this one. Now this phone has 256 gigabytes of storage, but you have the option to get 512. If you get 256 or 512, you by default get 12 gigabytes of RAM, as you can see. So this is a 12 gigabyte phone, but if you were to get the 1 terabyte model, you would get 16 gigabytes of RAM, just so you know. With the battery, we have all the same battery features as last year. We have a 4,400 milliamp hours battery. You will get longer battery life, even though the physical capacity is the same. With the new processor and the new software, you are going to get improved battery life. Now if I scroll down, you can see we have the charging. So we have fast charging over here, that is 25 watts. And we have fast wireless charging, which is 15 watts, just like last year. And we also have reverse wireless charging. So if I go to wireless power sharing, you can see we have the reverse wireless power sharing as well. Now, if I go into my settings, and if I go over to Galaxy AI, you can see we have all the powerful Galaxy AI features as usual. Okay, call assist, writing assist, note assist, browsing assist, photo assist, drawing assist, audio razor. Everything's going to be here. Now brief. Some of these features have been enhanced, okay, but we don't have anything new feature-wise. You can see if I go to my now brief, it is going to use the larger display, so I'm going to get a split view. Okay, on the other phones you get a one view. Here I have a split view. As you can see, I get information on this side and on this side, because what is the point of a larger display if you're not utilizing the whole thing? Alright, so that's great. Now I do want to show you something cool here. If I go to my gallery over here, okay, I'm going to bring up this photo. I'm going to tap on the Galaxy AI button. I'm going to do a Portrait Studio right here. Okay, I want to show you guys how they're using the larger display to give you more content on the same display. So I'm going to do sketch, tap on generate. Okay, so that's going to create a sketch out of that photo. I'm going to wait for that to get done. And then look at this. If I tap on show original, I am now able to see them side by side, and I can decide if I like this or not. If I don't like this based on that photo, I can go over here and I can generate one more. Okay, so it's going to craft another portrait. Let's wait for that to happen. It is also much faster than before because of several things. So look at this. Okay, I can go through all my creations, compare that to my original, and then I can pick the one that I want. But they're utilizing the larger display even better for Galaxy AI features. So that's one thing I want to show you guys. The next thing I want to show you guys is the performance. And it's going to be a simple point of showing you the numbers. So if I go to my Geekbench, okay, we have Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. Powerful processor on this product. Let's go over here. History, tap. So that's the one I ran recently, and these are the numbers I got. These are incredible numbers. Now compare that to the Fold 6 from last year, which I have here. Okay, so look at that. We went from 2250 to 2774, 7000 to 9250, and these can be even higher, by the way. I did this while something was running in the background. So powerful for performance with the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. Expect to get the highest level performance just like the S25. Let's pinch the screen, go to the wallpaper. Let's see if we have any new wallpapers. So we have the folding wallpaper right over here. As you can see, I can have variations, so I can have different colors. Okay, so that is great. And I can also, let's see what else we have. We have this one right over here. Okay, if I do home screen, I can also access variations here as well. So that these are the new wallpapers. If I go over here, we have the photo ambient wallpaper that has been improved. That is great. Okay, so all these AI features are there. Now I do want to show you that the S Pen is gone. Okay, so the Fold 6 has the S Pen. Fold 7 no longer supports the S Pen in any form. And that's why the phone is so thin, because they had to remove elements from this phone to make it thinner, lighter. So the S Pen is gone. So if I go to my advanced features, you're not going to see an S Pen menu. If I bring in the Fold 6, you can see we have the S Pen menu right here. Okay, I can tap on it, and we have the S Pen menu. Don't have here, don't have S Pen. Okay, so that's something you want to consider if you're thinking of upgrading or changing your phone. Some people like it so much, they need it. Some people just don't care. It's all up to you. If I go to my settings over here, and if I go over to my security and privacy, if I go to biometrics for my lock screen, you can see we have the Face ID, so we can use the camera to log in with your face, or you can use your fingerprints. You can add fingerprints. The fingerprint sensor is going to be on this side on the power button. All right. So you have two biometrics options as usual. Overall menu layout is the same as any other Samsung phone, as you can see, with some minor tweaks for One UI 8, but nothing dramatic. For example, one thing I like is when you go to the lock screen, you double tap to wake it up, you'll see this arrow pointing downwards, so you can actually, that means you can pull it down to access your notifications and stuff like that. Okay, so you don't have that arrow in the One UI 7 when you first wake this up, as you can see. And one more thing I saw in the always on display was, let's go inside here. If I go to my always on display, lock screen, AOD, and if I go over to AOD, you can see we have the erase background option that erases the background from the photo. Okay, so now let's see. You can see there's no background, but it comes into existence when you tap it, which I kind of like. Okay, it's going to depend on the picture, but it's there and I like it. All right, so initial impressions, I am very, very impressed. Other than the removal of the S Pen, everything else has been improved dramatically. We have a larger inner display. We have a larger, wider outer display, which is much more usable now. And the phone is just so thin and so light, it is ridiculous. It feels like a standard phone when folded. And when you unfold it, it is just a bigger, more usable tablet. Now, some people might be bummed about this selfie camera because it takes away from the immersion, but it's there, but at least it's improved. At least it is not 4 megapixels like it used to be, it is 10 megapixels. But again, better processor, better build materials, better usability when folded and unfolded because of the larger displays, upgraded cameras. It's hard not to like what they have done. But these are the initial impressions. Just stay tuned for the full review coming soon. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do drop them down below. Remember to use the links down below if you want to buy this product to get the best possible deals.